Hey Alan, how's it going? So I put this video together kind of as an audit of your website and also a comparison against a couple of your top competitors. So the first thing I wanted to go over with you is content. And content is basically all the words that are on your website that you can see and the ones that you can't see. Like if you were to save this picture or save this image, it should say something up here, which it does, instead of like a JPEG blah blah blah. But instead of broken up roof on house, you should have a keyword in here like roof repair or water damage restoration, something like that. A keyword that Google would index, and so that you'd be found for when somebody searches for that keyword, because nobody's going to search broken up roof on house. And to be fully optimized, just like right out the gate, it's standard practice to have at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage and 500 to 750 words on each of your service pages. And when I did a count of your words on the homepage, you've got 354. I think on the next page you've got like 4 something, which is actually like way better than 90% of the websites that I come across. Unless they actually have somebody doing SEO for them, or somebody who optimized their website for them. A lot of times they won't even have 100 words. They'll just have a bunch of pictures that aren't saved correctly. But like I said, you're doing better than average in that area already. And as far as competitive SEO is concerned, if you want to outrank your competitors, best practice is to take the average amount of content that your top 3 competitors have, and then either double or triple that amount for your page. And it takes about 100 to 150 words of content to target one keyword. So the more content you have on your website, the more keywords you can have in your content, the more relevant Google's bots will find your website when somebody searches those keywords, because they recognize it on your site. If the keywords that people are searching aren't on your site, there's no way for Google to find you relevant if somebody's searching for that keyword. Next thing I want to cover are citations. And what a citation is anywhere on the internet that your business's name, phone number, and address are listed. So as you can see here, I got a couple of your competitors, top competitors, Rescue One Restoration and Premier Restoration. These 2 are the first that come up in organic search on when you search keywords in Google. So as you can see, I'm using this tool. It's called White Spark, and what it does is shows me all the citations that a website's being found for. And Rescue One's got 41, Premier Restoration's got 11, and you're not showing up for any. And you can see right here, this is a list of all the citations that these 2 websites are being found for. And what it does makes it really easy for me to just come in here and click on any of these sites, and then we can go and get those citations for you as well. So can you. If you just go to if you go online and search citations or listings for your niche, it'll give you a whole bunch that you can go and get yourself. But if you want to be competitive, you are definitely going to have to double or triple the amount that your top competitor has, so that you beat them, but also beat them to the point where they can't catch up with you. Another important thing about citations is that they really help your ranking when it comes to the Google Map Pack. This part right here, the top 3 positions. The more citations you have, it really goes far towards ranking in the map pack. And I also noticed that you don't have one, or you're not being found for a GMB, a Google My Business. And so that's one thing that you definitely want to get online, get it going, because it's huge when it comes to driving leads. Another thing I wanted to go over with you is backlinks. So this is premhigh.com. This is their website. diagnostics, right? So a backlink is where you have another website has a link to your website somewhere on one of their pages, and so what that does is push power to you, and it tells Google that you're relevant based on the authority of the websites that are linking to you. And so not all links are created equally. So if we go over here and we check on these links, this tool shows me the list of every single link that they have, and because they're in the same niche as you, the majority of them are links that you can actually get yourself as well. And so we can actually go through here and pick every single one of these and follow it or search around through it, and somewhere in this article there'll be a link back to R&I, or I'm sorry, back to PremHigh. And so let me go over these numbers a little bit. So this is their URL rating. So this is how powerful the links are that are coming to all of their pages combined, and this is the strength of their domain rating. And 17 and 33, they're beatable. Like that's not a problem to beat. But what this website has going for them is that they're like 18 years old. So the age of your domain really does make a big impact when it comes to ranking. And so as you can see, they're ranking for 761 keywords, bringing them 568 unique visits to their website. And if they were to be running an ad campaign, it would those clicks would cost them almost $4 grand. And that's what these numbers are telling me. So if we look at Premier Hawaii's website, Premier Restoration, so whoever is managing their website is doing a really good job, because they've got all their bases covered when it comes to more advanced SEO practices. And a couple of them that I'll show you what I'm talking about are case studies right here. Google loves case studies, and it's a great way to add more content to your website. Google really ranks case studies, above the rest when it comes to quality, relevant content. And another thing they have is a blog, and just like case studies, blogs are a really good way to provide relevant quality content to your website, and it really helps you get more keywords in there. And it also, quality case studies and blog articles like this will get more influential websites to link to you, because they recognize the quality of the content on your website, and it also pushes power to them in return. And then finally, the last thing they've got, which is super powerful when it comes to Google recognize you, is a sitemap. And a sitemap is basically a blueprint built for search engines that tells everything that a search engine needs to know about your website in order of its relevancy. So this right here is just, it tells Google search engines exactly what's on your website, and so it makes it really easy for Google to recognize how relevant you are when people search pretty much any of these keywords. These are all keywords that they've got lined up here. Every single one of them. And so if we take a look at your website, as you can see, we've got a blank canvas going on over here. And I don't know if you have a contract with Vivial or if you're paying them to do anything for you, but if you are, they're not doing anything for you. And that's something that I found is kind of pretty common when it comes to Vivial. A lot of people have not been happy with their results, and as you can see, you have no metrics showing at all except for 3 organic keywords. And those three words are R&M Home Solutions, R&M Restoration, and R&M Drywall. But as you can see, the position that you are in for those keywords is 30th, 38, 38. So if somebody was to type in those keywords, or a keyword related to it, so if they typed in home solutions or restoration, they might find you on the 3rd or 4th page if they were to look that far. Unless you're running ads or someone types in your business name exactly, that'd be the only way that you'd be found on the 1st page. So another thing that this tool does is it shows us all the keywords and the positions, so we can go to your competition and we can find out every keyword that's driving how much traffic is. This is the monthly volume right here, right? This is how difficult the word is to rank for. This is how much it would cost if you were running AdWords, and this is how much traffic they're getting for that keyword that they're ranking for. So let's find a couple of good ones. So they're getting 10 visits from asbestos removal Honolulu, and they're in the 1st position. So pretty much any number over here that's below 7, they're guaranteed on the 1st page for any one of these keywords that's searched, and they've got pages of them. Any keyword that's in the 1st or from the 7th position and lower, they're going to show up on the 1st page. And a lot of times, as long as you're being found in the 10th position or less, you'll be found on the 1st page. But if you're 7th and less, guaranteed you'll be on the 1st page. So we'll go over a quick little recap. First thing was content. The more content, the better quality, the better. And the more you have, the more keywords you can have, and the more that you'll be found for, and the faster that you'll rank for them. The next thing is citations, and that's anywhere your business name, address, and phone number are listed on the internet. Anywhere counts as one citation, and they really help to rank your GMB. And the GMB is definitely something that you need to get going. And to be competitive, you want to have at least double, ideally triple, the amount of citations that your top competitor has. And then backlinks. Backlinks are probably the most important thing to push power to your website. And the more power your website gets, the more relevant Google's going to find you. And so you definitely want to you have to get as many as your competitor has, your top competitors, in order to compete. And the idea is to get more and better quality backlinks in order to outrank your competition. And then finally, because your top competition's on-site SEO game is so tight, whoever's doing their website, they're professionals, that in order to compete with these guys, you're going to have to implement some of the same strategies that they are. Like, you're going to definitely want to have a sitemap. You're definitely going to want to have some content that involves case studies, and ideally you'd like to have a blog. Ideally, they're not absolutely necessary. Like, the most important thing is, like I said, content, backlinks, and citations. But because the competition is kind of steep, you're going to definitely want to implement some of these other strategies to if you plan on competing with these guys. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Sorry this video is so long. It's a little longer than normal just because, like I said, these guys, their websites are really healthy and they've got a lot of things going on. So I had to cover a lot of that to give you an idea of what it would take to compete with these guys. And so if any of this stuff that I went over is confusing, or you've got any questions, or you want me to cover something more in depth or go over anything better, don't hesitate to just shout out. I'll be glad to go over anything that you've got questions about. And hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching it.